Monday at 8 on WB50.
Wednesday on the WB, the Capitals opened up the new year with a bang. Forward Peter Bondra scored 2 goals on the afternoon to up his total to 22 on the year. But it took a lucky bounce off the stick of Steve Konowalchuk in overtime to give the Caps a 3-2 win over the Whale. Tonight, Keith Tkachuk Coyotes. Phoenix has the 4th best record, and just 2 weeks ago they dealt the Caps a 4-3 loss. The two teams bang heads next. The Capitals Television Network presents the National Hockey League. Tonight live from US Air Arena, it's the Capitals and the Phoenix Coyotes. After an overtime win during the day on New Year's, the Caps would like to howl at the moon tonight against the Coyotes. Hi again, everyone. Joe Beninati alongside Craig Laughlin. And Craig, as we see a Western Conference foe tonight in Phoenix, the Washington Capitals expect some more breathing room.
Yeah, I think they do. Against this Phoenix Hockey Club, when you're in the Western Conference, you play a little more run and gun. They've got guys up front with a lot of speed, and the Gartners, the Roenick, the Kachuks, guys like that can really skate. The Capitals' key tonight, if they're going to get a victory, they've got to play the same game they did against Hartford. They got to play it close to the vest. If they open up, they're in deep, deep trouble. This team can score a ton of goals they're playing against. So play a simple game. Play road hockey at home. If they do that, they'll put another 2 points in the win column.
Yeah, no track meet tonight because one of the best league sprinters mans the left wing flank for the Phoenix Coyotes. That's Keith Tkachuk.
And he may be the best left winger in the National Hockey League. This guy is all power. He's huge. About 6'2", 210 pounds. Most guys have one chip on their shoulders. This guy's got a pair. He gets mean. He gets nasty. He gets in your face. He's been lighting up the lamp lately. 12 goals in the last 9 games. And what's irked him even more, which I think is trouble, is he wasn't named to the All-Star team. So look out, Caps. Along with him, we got to talk about JR. And he is JR after the big buck contract that he signed after holding out with the Hawks. He's coming off an emotional evening. His first visit back to Chicago, he said, hey, all I want is to score 3 goals and get a W. Well, he didn't get 3 goals, but this team's coming off a huge win on Monday against Detroit, last night against Chicago, and JR has picked it up a notch. He's a great skater, and for his size, one of the feistier players in the National Hockey League.
Couple of wins in succession on the road, 8 wins in the last 11 tries for Phoenix. They'll be tough tonight. The Capitals, a big win on New Year's Day. Steve Konowalchuk got the game-winning goal, and afterwards he admitted to me, he said, I got to go to the net more.
Well, he's got to. I mean, you look at the start of the season, he's performed under expectations so far. Only 6 goals on the year. I put him in at the 25 to 30 goal mark. He's got to get on track. Hopefully that goal that he got, that was a little bit of a fluke. That sometimes can turn around the season. Here's Cono in OT. Hunter starts with a biscuit, throws it wide to Miller, the shot, and watch this pass out in front. He gets credit for the goal, but it actually goes off Kelly Miller's skate. But Gano's going to take number 6, the OT winner. And along with him, the best natural goal scorer on this Caps lineup, Peter Bondra. He has been awesome. He's the Caps O. He leads the team in points, goals, assists, shots, shorthanded goals. I can go on and on and on. This guy has been unreal. 12 goals in the last 10 games. Locker's got a couple to pick up in last game against the Whalers. Here's Leschyshyn passing it behind the net. They get a lucky bounce, and look who's in the middle. Peter Bondra. That's the guy you want to get those type of goals. Then on the power play, a little catch right here with Housley, and watch this one-timer right here. Mazzotti's got to have that, but Bonsai, a natural goal scored. He bombs away, and that was one of the key reasons why the Caps got the W against Hartford.
A good crowd for this matchup with the Phoenix Coyotes. They're pumped as the Caps have just hit the ice surface behind us. Earlier tonight, we had a chance to catch up with Jim Schoenfeld, and in fact, he echoed the sentiments of Craig Laughlin. When we spoke with him earlier, we asked the coach, do you expect to get a lot of room? And Shoney said, he doesn't matter. You got to play Cap hockey.
We're hoping not to give them room. You know, guys like Tkachuk and Gartner are real good skaters. For sure, Jeremy Roenick, not only offensively, but he gets good speed looking for the big hit. So we want to try to eliminate their speed. If they give us a little more room, we'll be glad to take it. But I think it's very important for us that we establish a strong forecheck and make sure we close the gap tonight. The best way to reduce someone's speed is to be on them early in the neutral zone, get to them before they get the puck.
Two hockey clubs tonight that skate very, very well. That could make for some high-speed collisions in our contest tonight on US Air Arena Ice Service. Glad you've joined us. Stay with us all evening long on WB50. The face-off is next. WB50 coverage of Caps hockey is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines. And by Giant Food. Quality, value, and service, that's Giant, your place to save. Caps hockey is brought to you tonight by Canon. So advanced, it's simple. And by your new Dodge dealers. We know how to help. And by Safeway Food and Drug, your place to save. Fans, stay with us. The opening face-off from USA Arena. Right around the corner. Caps and Coyotes close their regular season set when we're back.
I've been waiting for this.
We all have.
Here it comes.
Southwest Airlines introduces new service to Jacksonville, yet another sunny Florida destination.
And we'd like to remind you, Southwest never serves airline food.
Shoe size 19E. If you think they're hard to fill, imagine what it takes to fill the rest of him. Well, new cheese tortellini from Chunky foots the bill. It's loaded with giant ring-shaped pasta stuffed with cheese, plus huge chunks of chicken and tons of vegetables. So if you've got a giant appetite to feed, Campbell's Chunky scores with the big boys. Satisfied? Yeah, I thought so. Campbell's Chunky, soup that eats like a meal.
Where's it coming, boss? We're coming. Don't obstruct us! Move it! Move the puck! I've never changed my mind. You get two. You get two. No! 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 Yes, I don't know your name, but I'm going to tell you something. Tired of getting thrown out yet? If you keep holding the way you're holding, you're going to sit there for the rest of the game. Keep it going! Keep it going! You! Drop it! Get in there and shut up! Keep it going! Keep it going! That's all! That's all! Did you like that? Wasn't bad.
Fresh. Fresh as the golden glow of a Sunday morning. Or the winds on the waters of the Chesapeake Bay. Fresh as the blush on a juicy Georgia peach. Or a cool breeze over sun-soaked fields. Fresh as fresh can be. Because your family deserves the very best. The freshest choice. That's Giant.
Welcome inside US Air Arena in Landover, Maryland tonight on WB50. Caps and Coyotes in meeting number 2. And Craig, here's the goaltending matchup.
Yep, Darcy Wakaluk, and he's been a lot of luck for this hockey team. He's 8-2-1, 2.99. The last time these two clubs met, Wakaluk stopped 31 of 34 and improved his lifetime record to 4-1 against the Caps. And for the Capitals, Ace is on the bench. Kolzig is in the twine. He gets the start from Jimmy Schoenfeld. 4-7-2, 2.83. That's a nice goals against average. Phoenix likes to forecheck aggressively. Kolzig must be the third defenseman. He's got to handle the puck and clear it out, starting the transition.
Tonight's on-ice officials, the referee is Don Van Massenhoven, linesman Gordy Brostiker, and Kevin Collins, a veteran pair. We're underway. Glad you've tuned in, and right off the bat, an early whistle.
And a couple of coincidental minor penalties to Drake and Bondra. They just went at it right at the drop of the puck. A couple of cross checks across the arms, and right where there's no padding. You know where to cross check in the National Hockey League, Joe. It's between the shoulder pad and the elbow pad. There's no padding there. It's right in the bicep. They each get 2. We're going to have some 4-on-4 wide-open hockey 7 seconds into this game.
I've heard of a referee setting the tone early, but 7 seconds is a bit ridiculous.
Well, the Phoenix Coyotes also coming in here on a roll. And they're trying to set their pace. They've been awesome the first periods of hockey games. They've been dominate. They really come at you. You've got to weather the storm. Even when the Caps are playing at home, it's going to be key for them not to deviate from Schoenfeld's game plan.
Michael Pavanka will head up ice for the Caps. Pavanka into the attack territory. Fires a slapper off of Tverdovsky, and that caught the end zone glass. Jeremy Roenick on the outlet for Keith Tkachuk. The return to Roenick with room offsides. Tkachuk galloping in on the wing.
And you can see there, they just like to jump up. There's JR, Jeremy Roenick. talked about coming off that emotional night last night. Tears in his eyes when he was skating around and during the national anthem in Chi-Town in Chicago, where he played so many years. Jeremy Roenick, 2 times 50-plus goal scorer, 4 times 40-plus. This year struggling a little bit. Only 10 markers on the season. That's not JR-type numbers or the type of numbers you expect from a guy that you're paying the big bucks to. They've got to get him on track. Of those 10 goals, Joe, 4, though, have been very important. They've been game-winning.
The old GWG column, game-winning goal. Cliff Ronning, who missed the earlier matchup between these two clubs in Phoenix with a flu, he'll clear in. Flea is the first to get it. Flea on the clearing attempt. Darren Quint, the 20-year-old second-year Blue Liner, lost it. Konowalchuk barreling ahead. Konowalchuk against Jim Johnson, the former Cap. Konowalchuk swings the cage. Leaves to the point for Riki. And he'll lay it casually behind the Phoenix net. No score, just past a minute in on WV50 tonight. Flea taps down low. Konowalchuk doing some of his best work against the board. Quint, riding hurt there, knocks Konowalchuk down rudely. And Steve Konowalchuk will cover it, get a face-off in the offensive zone.
And there's Konowalchuk getting on track after only scoring his first goal in the last 17 games. And you mentioned at the top of the show, he's got to drive to the net. That's where he's most problems for the other team's defense. If he doesn't drive to the net, he's not very effective. He's going to kill penalties for you. You know the other attributes that he has. But when he goes to the net, uses his skating speed. He's very strong, built low to the ground. He's got to drive to the net. That creates scoring chances not only for himself, but more for his line mates.
A new offensive trio out there now. You can actually make it an offensive twosome. Kelly Miller and Dale Hunter up front. Still 45 seconds in the 4-on-4 situation. Hunter. Wrist shot deflected by Dave Manson. Knocked down and claimed by Coyotes center Craig Janney. He didn't clear. Johansson leaves for Hunter. Wrist shot from a bad angle. A kick-out stop for Wakalov. And Janney moves back. A very clever playmaker. Feeds it on in.
One of the top 5 passers in the league. Janney's one of the guys you have to beware of because he's very good at controlling the game, controlling the pace. He's not the quickest guy, but one of the best passers in the game.
Very good vision. Hunter trying to maneuver by Janney. Janney stood strong, and Jeremy Roenick has the handle for Phoenix. 2 minutes into the first, no score tonight.
Has JR been off yet?
It seems like he's out there forever.
He's going to play all the time.
Roenick working in. Waits at the line. Tries to pick up Corkum on the run. Pivonka was back checking. Dallas Drake there to the slot. The pass jumped over Tverdowski. He gambled and he got caught. Here comes Bonder, 2-on-1 with Simon, busting to the net. Centering feed. Chris Simon! And the Caps are in front by 1.
Textbook 2-on-1 by the Caps. Peter Bonder busting out. You talked about Tverdowski. Their all-star getting caught in deep. There he is. Now he's trying to hustle and get back. But Bonzai's off to the races. And watch this play at the end. Teppo Newman and slide. Bonder goes around him across to Simon. And Simon has had this Phoenix Coyotes number the last time these two teams met. That was his last goal. He's been struggling, hasn't been putting the biscuit in the basket. There, on a picture-perfect pass by Bondra, the Caps up 1-0.
At 2:22, Simon's 8 makes it 1-0. On the game's first shot, Mike Eastwood for the Coyotes. Sweeps it back behind the cage. Kolzig will watch. King in a tussle with Cote. Chris King. Stick check by Sylvain Cote, didn't clear. McKenzie in the slot, knocked to his knees, didn't pull the trigger. And Phil Housley looking to get it out. Tverdowski again, pinching. Housley will try it once more. Outlets perfectly for Kevin Kaminsky, trying to find the gap. And Tverdowski, a terrific skater, caught him from behind.
And he's going to get a penalty right now. McKenzie comes in after Kaminsky. Now the Chief also invited. McKenzie wasn't very happy, took exception to the fact that Killer Kaminsky was being nailed with the first penalty as he took Tverdowski way after he passed the biscuit. Big Jim McKenzie, their enforcer right there. There's a look at him. And there's a look at Kevin Killer Kaminsky. The Caps up 1-0 on a picture-perfect 2-on-1 to Simon over the Phoenix Coyotes.
Have you seen the elf? It's hiding behind this card. The elf.
The world's smallest 2x zoom camera. Very cool. The big news in the advanced photo system. The elf.
Have you seen the elf?
New from Canon.
From behind the wheel, you might think of Dodge Caravan as a car. Probably because in some ways it is. Its cab-forward, wheels-to-the-corners design makes it stable and sure-footed, a lot like a car. Its advanced suspension makes it nimble and agile, a lot like a car. With all the utility of a spacious four-door van, all of which suggests we got the name right. Caravan. Just as original as the original.
The Phoenix Coyotes are going to go to a power play early in the first. Here's Tverdovsky. Watch him make the pass, and then he's going to go down way after. Watch Kaminsky just hammers him. In comes number 33, McKenzie. But then following up, you're going to see Berube come in. He's the one that picks up the extra minor. With that, McKenzie off. You've got Kaminsky off. You've got Berube off. And here's a look at the goal. And here's a nice pass. Bondra passing right across to Simon. No chance for the goaltender, Wakaluk. He needed a lot of luck there just to get across the crease to get a piece of that. He doesn't. Simon buries it. Now we've got a power play for the Coyotes.
Kaminsky got the minor for boarding Tverdovsky. The roughings cancel out between McKenzie and Berube. And as Craig detailed, power play time for Phoenix. Just a little past 3 minutes into the first period. 1-0. Chris Simon on the board for the...
There's talent on this team, Joe. They're not very aggressive on their power play. This team has a lot of sharpshooters, but they really gamble. You're going to see Tverdovsky. You've mentioned that he got caught once. He's going to be down all the time. They're going to overload down low, but they've also allowed 8 shorthanded goals again.
Tverdovsky loads it up, a slap shot cut. Konowalchuk up top. Tverdovsky trying to get the relay with Quint's help, and Phoenix will have to work back. Tverdovsky retracing his steps into his own end. Cliff Ronning angles back out. Ronning scoops away from Miller. Miller applied the hook, and that was the end of the rush. 75 seconds in the power play for Phoenix. They trail by 1. Roenick dodging Eagle. Ronning sends it right for Kolzig. Little handoff for Calle Johansson. Plenty of room, and he'll scale it clear. Teppo Numanen, the Finnish-born defender for the Coyotes, strides away and feeds the longtime cap, current Coyote, Gartner. Great speed. To the slot, looking for Dallas Drake, and the pass bounced right on through. Andrei Nikolishin counter-punching for Washington. Nikolishin stick check by Numanen. Janney on the feed. Gartner on the run. Trying to deal off for Dallas Drake. That was snared. 30 seconds of power play time for Phoenix. 15-15 to go in the first. 1-0. Washington, if you're just joining. Numanen towards the net. That was deflected wide of Kolzig, who reacted late. And it'll be Nikolishin to lock one clear.
See this power play. They like to really get it to the point and just fire away. They're looking for deflections in front from guys like Janney, guys like Mike Gartner. There's a beautiful hit laid on right there on Dallas Drake by Kenny Klee. That's a beauty.
That'll make the highlight film. 14:48 to go in the first. Bondra with a steal. Bondra plays it in there deep. Caps back to full and even strength. 5-a-side we go. 1-0 Washington. Working in. Stone. Stick checked well by Sylvain Cote. Darren Shannon gave him a ride. Point blast. Sizzled wide on the short side of Kolzig. That was Jeff Finley who hammered away. Bondra plays the corner. Finley back to get it. Took a bump from Berube. Phoenix in possession. Shane Doan. Stick handling at center. Owsley stepped up. Cote avoids the brunt of that Darren Shannon hit. Bondra grappling with Jim Johnson, and Peter won the battle and got it to center. 6 minutes deep in the first. Chris Simon has a game's only goal for Washington in a 1-0 lead on home ice, where the Caps are unbeaten in their last 3. This is the captain, Dale Hunter. Clearing it in. Caps complete a line change. Chris King away from Jokic Svejkovsky. His first U.S. Air Arena appearance. Long drive, dipping well wide. King taps, Jason Tverdovsky will relay for Johnson. Finds Kachuk. Couldn't deal with Simon very well, and the big guy barrels in. Simon to the slot. Back-checking there was Tverdovsky. Chris Simon with Keith Kachuk. And back out to center she comes.
You see this Phoenix Coyotes team, though, they like to try to beat you one-on-one also. Their star players are going to take gambles. That puck turned over in the neutral zone by Kachuk. The Capitals had an opportunity to score against Wakaluk. That's what they've got to look at. The Caps have to play solid one-on-one, especially in the neutral zone.
This is a team in Phoenix that has been a very poor first-period club. Slow starters. Dave Manson loads it up. Fires sticked out of there by Kolzig. Roenick has the rebound, trying to avoid an old teammate, Mike Eagles, from their days in Chicago. Nifty move. Roenick for Manson. Stopped by Kolzig with a leg pass. Clean. Didn't clear. Manson trickles one down low. Riki on the long touchdown pass for Berube. That missed the mark. Touched up by Manson. It's icing against the Caps. Phoenix in town. Their one and only regular season visit. Dave Manson and the Coyotes down 1.
This is my idea.
This is my dream.
In the last 10 years, over 6 million people have taken the bull by the horns.
This is my chance.
This is my break. And blazed their own trail.
This is my life.
It's hard to say where they found their courage, but chances are they found their supplies at Office Depot. Since 1986, we've helped businesses succeed. With everything from Colombian envelopes to Dr. Grip pens from Pilot. All at the best prices, guaranteed. Office Depot.
This is where I take care of business. In the NHL, the coolest game on earth, the pursuit of a goal is relentless. Here, Adam Oates patrols the offensive zone, searching for loose rebounds.
So he left you, huh?
Not even a note. He sees an opening and makes his move.
You want to talk about it? You know, people say I'm a good listener.
You're offsides.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Welcome back to Caps Hockey in the WB. Here's a turnover by the Phoenix Coyotes that led to the Capitals' first goal, and that's why they lead 1-0. There's Tverdovsky sneaking in off to the races. Peter Bondra and Chris Simon. Back only is Teppo Numminen. Look at this nice pass as Numminen slides across. No opportunity. Picture perfect. Top corner beating Wakaluk on the double pad save.
Craig Janney now for the Coyotes. Cross ice is deal for Manson. Dave Manson elected not to shoot. He'll have to step back in center and start another break-in. Eagles holds on to Janney, and we get a whistle. Offsides, Phoenix on the rush. 12:14 to go. Ken Klee and the Caps in front by 1.
Kenny Klee already making his presence felt. Some nice hits already on Dallas Drake. A good hard hit on the close wall. There's Shoney, Keith Elaine to his right. The Caps coaching staff probably pretty happy. They've played real hard hockey. They just haven't been getting the solid goaltending. They haven't been scoring timely goals. All those things add up to losses in the out column. There's Don Hay, first-year coach. Last year in Calgary as an assistant. He's been very impressive with the credentials he's had, including being a former fireman. I thought only cops are allowed back in this league. Pat Burns, the former cop.
That's right.
Now out of a job.
That's right.
And now we got Don Hay, fireman.
Svejkovsky, who doesn't put out fires in his downtime. He sets them ablaze, in, at least in the American Hockey League. Svejkovsky and Anson Carter both summoned up instead for the injured Joey Juneau, and Jason Allison has been given the seat tonight.
And the reason there, Joe, simply put, the Caps need goal scoring. That's what they need. I mean, you've got Peter Bondra. Now you've got next in line Dale Hunter. So they've got to have this guy, Yogi, step up to the forefront. Great credentials, great speed in Portland. Second in the American Hockey League in goals. This kid's got 22 markers in 30 games. If he starts putting the biscuit in the net here at this level, he's going to stay in this lineup.
Yep, remember, a couple of years back, Jim Carey was the American Hockey League's Rookie of the Year in Portland. This guy would definitely be the first half American League Rookie of the Year, as he has had a dynamite start to his professional career, the 20-year-old from the Czech Republic. Another Czech will take the draw for the Caps. One of their senior members, Michael Pavanko, who turned 31 the end of this month, won it cleanly for Phil Housley. 1-0 Caps. Pavanko working in. Pivanka softly to the front, sticked aside by Wakala. Bondra leaves for Pivanka. The relay is blocked off by Jim Johnson. Jeremy Roenick, full stride. Roenick cutting in. Soft pass across, and Cote made the intercept before it got to Drake. Cote once more leads away for Pivanka. He'll slam in. Darcy Wakala sets up shop. Shane Doan moves it back with Jeremy Roenick and Dallas Drake. Drake. Wrist shot, easy pickings for Colton. Doan working it over as Drake and Tenorti remained in a tussle. Callie Johansson parks himself behind Olin. Tenorti rink wide for Simon. He's got the game's only goal. It came early at the 2:22 mark. Klee bunched it ahead for Bondra. Klee gets it right back. He'll slam in. Oleg Tverdovsky for Chris King, marked by Hunter. Reekie sets one towards the cage, deflected wide. McKenzie bumped. Got 4 players working the wall. Miller comes out of there. His wrist shot was deflected off the target. Reekie once again will play the corner. Hunter to the deep slot, bounced over Miller's stick, and back comes Chris King. 2-on-2 with Jim McKenzie barreling in. Cut from behind by Reekie, and the puck is cleared by Miller.
Two grinders trying to get it going for the Phoenix Coyotes there. Big Jim McKenzie and Chris King. Both top customers. Just about broke that 2-on-1. Showing some good speed through that neutral zone, trying to put the Caps in an odd man situation.
Caps score under 500. Coyotes won better than the 500 mark. And Washington trying to send them tumbling back to 18-18. Housley fires. That was deflected, and Wakala stood strong. And the Coyote clearing attempt winds up in the seats for a stoppage in play.
The Capitals, a couple good opportunities. They've come out humming. Even though the Phoenix Coyotes lead the Capitals in shots on net 4-3, the Capitals have been putting at the net. Here's a nice little pass. Cano back to the point.
Good evening and welcome to the DC Lottery drawing for Friday, January 3rd, 1997. I'm Barbara Samaras. Witnessing the drawing tonight is an auditor from the auditing firm of F.S. Taylor & Associates. Let's see what those winning lucky numbers are. The first number is 6, followed by 6, and the final number is 7. Recapping, that's 667, 667. Let's move to the DC4 game. The DC Powerball has a grand prize of $10 million. The first DC4 number is 2, followed by 1. The next number is 4, and the final number is 6. Recapping, that's 2146, 2146. Let's play Quick Cash. Just a reminder, play DC Lottery's newest game, Daily Millions. $1 million a day, just play. The first Quick Cash number is 22, that's 22, followed by 21, that's 21. The next number is 30, that's 30, followed by 1, that's 1. Then we have 24, that's 24, and the final number is 3, that's 3. Recapping, the numbers are 22, 21, 30, 1, 24, and 3. Stay tuned for the winning numbers for our Powerball and Daily Millions games. Powerball's grand prize for Saturday, January 4th, 1997 has an estimated value of $10 million. Today's Daily Millions winning numbers are red 3, red 17, white 14, white 5, blue 2, blue 9. That's it for tonight. Thanks for playing. I'm Barbara Samaras. Have a wonderful evening.
Also, one of the key guys up for the coaching position in St. Louis, but they think this guy's going to get it because he played many years in St. Louis in the old Checker Dome, and he's been a coach for many years, and a coach in the minors, and now an assistant coach here in Phoenix.
Was that the Ralston Purina Checker Dome or something like that?
Yes, it was.
Okay, just checking. Keith Kachuk got the minor for slashing. Steve Konowalchuk the minor for roughing. 9 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first. Glad you've tuned in tonight on WB50. 1-0 Caps. Another penalty to come as Pivanka was working over Manson.
And it's going to be a slash to Manson as he too had it. Michael Pivanka down low. Charlie, as they affectionately call him.
No lip readers. No lip readers.
heading off to the sin bin. He also has a short fuse. He gets wound up. He's very tough, very physical. Led them last year in penalty minutes when they were the Winnipeg Jets. Here it is down low. Pavanka forechecking aggressively. Now watch this two-hander. Right there, catches a piece of his skate, catches his stick, and Pavanka draws a minor penalty to Dave Manson. And here it is once again. Check out the left side of the screen. And there's that splash as he's trying to get up. He's in the box. The Caps go to a power play.
The eyes never lie. At the end of that replay, you saw Manson look over to see if the ref was looking at him. He knew he did something wrong. Power play chance now for the Caps. It's a 4-on-3. We saw a number of these on New Year's Day against the Hartford Whalers. As we look at the efficiencies of the special teams for these two clubs. Pivanka, Bondra, Cote, and Housley 4 on ice for the Caps. Corkum, Shannon, and Newmanen out there to penalty kill for the Coyotes. Cote, Bondra, one touch. Housley works. Bondra wants that one-timer. Housley midpoint. There it is. Fires. He caught the outside of the cage.
Well, this Coyotes team, if you watch the replay, watch the setup very closely.
Housley lets it go. Big rebound from Wakaluk.
Joe, they play a very conservative triangle, leaving the outside, those type of shots open. Look at Housley, the room he has. They're making you shoot.
Pivanka! Score! Michael Pivanka rattled that off the cage, caromed off the goaltender, and into the net.
Well, it's been a long time coming for Michael Pavanka. Pivo, this is going to be his first goal since October 23rd. And here's the setup. You could see this Coyote team playing very conservative. And there it is, off the skate, off the pipe, off the back of the leg, and in the net. The Caps with a 4-on-3 power play. You take a look at that angle. Very similar to the goal that the Caps scored last game against Mazzarri. That Peter Bondra shot at the left circle. Very similar in the setup. This Coyote team played, to my estimation, too conservative. They didn't pressure the Capitals, allowed those shots to come in.
Miller with a step and a diving stop by Wakaluk. Spoil that rush. Miller stalled by Quint. Jim Johnson bear hugs Mike Eagle. And we get a whistle. The Washington Capitals continuing their solid play at home. Mike Eagles and the Caps have a lead by 2.
The Capitals.
Let's go, Caps!
Ready to play.
Go!
On HDS.
Let's go, Caps!
Ace is ready.
Go!
Reeky's ready.
Let's go, Caps!
Tenorti's ready.
Go!
Bonsai's ready.
The Capitals, ready to play the rags to riches Whalers. Saturday night at 7, only on HTS.
Locker, these two teams collided at America West Arena back on the 17th. It was a game the Caps had the lead.
And here's a play. Juno right here to Gonchar sneaking in. Kachuk didn't pick him up. That gave the Caps a 2-1 lead. Now in the third, we're tied at 2. And here come the Coyotes. Tverdovsky, the all-star, a one-timer. Boom, in the net. And then watch this play down low. Janney, Timo Newmanen, and there's that guy we talked about with 24 goals. Kachuk on the doorstep, puts her home. That gave them a lead late in that game. Chris Simon, who's also scored our first goal here tonight, scored for the Caps, got him in the game late, but they ended up losing 4-3. And the Caps continue to pepper Wakaluk in this hockey game. Look at this little move. Kelly Miller on the youngster Darren Quint. Look at him take the old stop and start, goes right around him. Darren Quint beat on that play, going outside. Kelly Miller with a quality scoring chance for the Caps.
Kelly really loves that move, that little pause, that hesitation, and go. Two teams are skating at even strength. We work 4 aside for another 44 seconds. It's 2-0 Caps with 8 minutes to play in the opening period. Klee, uncontested until Roenick enters the picture. Hands it right to Tverdovsky. Rattled by Simon. Nikolitin trying to pivot away from Newmanen. Nikolitin plays back behind the cage for Simon. With room to the slot, Ricky was cheating down. Simon gave Roenick a whack. And Tverdovsky has the handle for the Coyotes. This is game 3 of a 4-game trek for Phoenix. They're in Buffalo on Sunday. Drake hits the brakes. Leaves to the corner. Roenick was unsuspecting, and then he was bumped by Ricky. Drake came up high with Simon, and the Caps have the puck. Nikolation sends away Johansson. Back to full and even strength. Kachuk and Konowalchuk exit the penalty bench. Tenorti for Washington. Bangs one off the boards. It'll come the length of the ice. This should be icing against the Caps, and is as Manson makes the touch-up.
Well, a lot of action going around the NHL. Let's check out our giant out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Here we have Dallas, 1-0 over Detroit. Gilchrist for the goal for Dallas. St. Louis, 1-0 over Buffalo. Courtnall with a goal. And New Jersey and Ottawa still tied up in the first. Check out our second page. Anaheim leading Tampa Bay 2-0. Solani and J.F. Jean have scored for Anaheim. You take a look at that other game, Toronto-Edmonton, starting at 9:30. You like that? I was going to say salami. I said salami.
Well done, partner, but you're making me hungry there on that salami reference.
Well, I was thinking of salami. He used to play here in Winnipeg when they were the Winnipeg Jets.
Very, very good.
Yeah, a giant scoreboard. Salami, that brought it to mind.
Yeah, fresh cut deli meat section. Oh, God, we don't need to give them any more commercial time, do we? The good friends at Giant, all of our good sponsors on WB50. Thanks to them. Thanks to you for joining. Here's a chance. Eagles with a rocket. Kick out, stopped by Wakula. Janney flips to center. 6:45 remaining in the first. It is 2-0 Caps. Chris Simon and Michael Pivanka on the board. Miller chasing after a loose puck. Wakula got the pads in the way. Eagles. Points for Tenorti. His shot blocked, and that stung Bob Corker. Right over the skate boot. Tenorti now for the Caps. Reloads with Johansson's help. Hunter. Gets a little sand wedge back to the Phoenix line. Johnson. Off for Chris King. He fumbled it. And we get a whistle and a fight going. Berube and McKenzie. And the lefts are raining.
I tell you what, the Chief had that electric sledgehammer going early in that fight. He hit McKenzie with about 8 in a row, and they say, that's enough. See, they're two guys that know the ropes. They fight all the time. They're big, tough guys. When it's over, it's over. They don't tackle. They don't grab. It's a simple battle, one-on-one. The Chief gets him in early. McKenzie and late. They both head off coincidental 5-minute majors.
Both guys throwing lefts.
Watch the Chief, though. Watch this sledgehammer. There's the end. There's the start. Look at McKenzie getting a little piece of him there. Yeah, he likes that left, huh?
Yeah, he does. For a long time.
That was right at the end. At the start, He had the sledgehammer going, the Chief.
Craig Berube was throwing
stick up
quick.
for my buddy,
Oh,
too.
no, and rightly so. We picked it up a little late, halfway through it, I'd say. It was definitely Berube. And Berube in fights does get off quickly. He's the guy who's throwing those quick jabs right out of the gate.
Hasn't lost too many. This is where the Capitals can really take advantage of the fact that they were at home. They had an optional practice yesterday, very light, not too strenuous. This Phoenix Coyotes team and Don Hay looking on, coming in a little bit fatigued. They didn't come in from Chicago until 3 a.m., got in, had a little nap, had their little pregame, the pasta, and all that other good stuff that you like, Joe B. All that Italian stuff to get ready for this game. They're still a little fatigued. Slept all afternoon. Now they come to the game. Now they have not moved their feet. Their feet are not moving. That's an advantage for the Caps.
Little momentary delay there as Chris Simon got a new hockey stick. Lined up right across from Phoenix Coyote winger Chris King. Speaking of tough guys.
Right up the buzzy.
6:05 to go in the first. It is 2-0 Washington. Newman in on the handoff for Tverdovsky. Now Doan hits Kachuk with a step. Backhand blocking glove save. Power play coming for Phoenix. Roenick canceled by Bondra. Kachuk to the slot, picked up by Pivanka, and we get the penalty, and Peter Bondra is expected to be guilty.
He is. He's been picking up not only goals, but a lot of penalties.
Bye-bye, Lady Bing.
Yeah, so long. Bonsai with an assist so far. And here we pick it up. Here's Chris Simon. The turnover. And look at that quick acceleration. Look at the top of the screen. Right in the middle, there's Peter Bondra. The little hook on JR. That caught the referee's eye. And he's going to head off. Actually, they're sending Kenny Klee off, which is a surprise, number 2. But he also had Klee. Bondra actually had the hook in the gut But Kenny Clee, I think he got confused with the twos. The Caps will take it. Kenny Clee in the box. Peter Bondra still on the ice. He got away with one.
Still back in contention for the Lady Byng. And
yes,
for those of you unaware, Lady Byng, the most gentlemanly player, good sportsmanship award at the season's end. And usually it's a guy with very, very low penalty minutes.
Well, the referee pointed right at Peter Bondra, and then I think he lost track of him.
Gave us the little pump fake. Peter Bondra gets the towel on the player's bench. Ken Clee grabs a drink in the penalty bench. Power play time now for Phoenix. Kachuk, Roenick, Janney, Tverdovsky, and Quint. Jeremy Roenick, 8 seasons in the Windy City. Made his return there last night. Give for Kachuk, one touch, Janney whipped, as Kelly Miller was riding over the back. There you see specifics on Phoenix's earlier power play chance. Darren Quint, the 20-year-old New Hampshire native. Stick check by Miller. Now greeted by Tenorti. Darren Shannon continues the rush. Trying to go backdoor for Roenick. Right idea, bad execution. It hit a skate boot. Miller. Again, that stop and start trying to fool Tverdovsky. Reloads the wrister, and that was blocked.
I like that. That was 2 or 3 stops and starts from Kelly Miller. Even though he doesn't get a shot on net, he forces them back and kills off some valuable time on this power play.
Roenick pinched by Cote. On a wall chuck away from Janney. Tverdovsky lays it on the goal line. That was intercepted, and Konowalchuk will come out of there with Washington a man short another 60 seconds. Nika Leashin waits. Forced back by Tverdovsky, and he'll reload and run more power play time away from the Coyotes. Nice little game of keep away. Konowalchuk spun around by Manson. Ronning, who can stop on a dime, hits Manson once more. Dave Manson loads it up on the wing. Numanen. Teppo Numanen, greeted by Riki. Manson plays a point position. Back for Ronning. 30 seconds in the power play. Drake to the slot, stopped by Kolzig. Teppo Numanen. Points one. Manson. They rotate it for Ronning. 2-0 Washington. 4:05 in the first. Drake for Ronning. Now Manson. They move it around the perimeter. Numanen for Manson. There's the one-timer. He shattered his stick. Gartner behind the cage. Picks up Ronning. Manson going to the bench for a new hockey stick. Drake and Ronning play catch. Manson's back in there. Ronning lets it go. Stopped by Kolzig. As the Caps return to full strength, Clee moves out of there with Konowalchuk. Phoenix pumped 2 shots on net on Ole Kolzig during that exchange.
They look pretty confident out there, but the penalty killer's doing a great job once again, keeping them to the outside. Not a whole lot of quality opportunities. They got it down low. They're trying that quick across the crease pass, trying to get Kolzig napping, but he's awake. He makes a couple of nice saves in that power play.
Ivanka sent one high to Wakuluk. He fanned on his clearing attempt. Simon overskated the loose puck, and Jeff Finley for the Coyotes and bang it back to center. Down to 3:10 in the first. 2-0 Washington. Simon and Pavanka on the board. Moved in front. King with a backhand. He dealt it wide. Kachuk to the slot. Pavanka rotates down to make the clear. Peter Bondra on the run. Is he onside? Working it from a bad angle. That got a piece of Wakuluk sticks. Simon threw it cross rink. Housley spins back behind the cage to Bondra. Bondra trying to pick up Anson Carter just off the player's bench. That was snared, and Kachuk whistles one from better than 100 feet right onto Kolzig.
Now he wins the accuracy shooting shot of the game, I think.
That was deep. That was 3-point territory. 2.5 remaining in the first. Dale Hunter on the puck for the Caps. Hunter or Riki on the overlap. Softly to Wakuluk. He'll squeeze and get the Coyotes a chance to catch their breath. We'll do likewise on WB50. Back to the arena in Landover in a moment.
Shoe size 19E. If you think they're hard to fill, imagine what it takes to fill the rest of him. Well, new cheese tortellini from Chunky puts the bill. It's loaded with giant ring-shaped pasta stuffed with cheese, plus huge chunks of chicken and tons of vegetables. So if you've got a giant appetite to feed, Campbell's Chunky scores with the big boys. Satisfied? Yeah, I thought so. Campbell's Chunky, soup that eats like a meal.
Capital season tickets, call 301-336-TAP.
Mike Gartner has a ton of goals in his National Hockey League career, 681 to be specific, plenty of them in a Washington Capitals uniform. As you can see, the goal totals listed chronologically by team. Gartner will be joining Locker in between periods 1 and 2.
Yeah, just a great guy on and off the ice, and just a great family guy. Very happy to be in Phoenix. Here's a good scoring opportunity. Look at Kachuk, taken right away, takes that pass away. They pick it up, and look at King, wide open in front of the net. He's scored some big goals for this team here, trying to go high, goes wide of Kolzig. Kolzig doesn't make the save, but the Capitals get away with that as this period's going to wind down, Joe.
Cali forced him to shoot it quickly. If he had more time, maybe the deep to the forehand. Dallas Drake for the Coyotes. Plays it as far as the cap line. Nika Leashin. Or Konowalchuk on one skip. The goalie's got to be careful there. Sveikovsky from a bad angle. Dribbled it wide. Riki towards the net. That just skittered off the mark. Drake took a hit from Konowalchuk. Plays it in there deep. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first. It is 2-0 Washington. Konowalchuk for Nika Leashin. And Riki strides away from Bob Corker. Clears it in deep. Jim Schoenfeld goes to a shift change on the run. Manson glides by Eagles. Manson gave it right to Tenorti. A bad jump in there. Ronning taps and Darren Shannon will move. This is Gartner. Wrist shot snapped by Kolzig as he shrugged that stinging drive away.
That's his textbook wrist shot. Mike Gartner has scored a lot of those goals just on that type of play. Going wide, shooting from the top of that left circle. He ripped that one. That's an excellent wrist shot. Strong save by Kolzig.
That's one heck of a release. He let it go in the blink of an eye. Eagles will clear it in. And head to the bench for another line change as you see the time left in the first. Dale Hunter sprints to keep it in. Didn't do so. Gartner plays the corner. Darren Shannon going after Sylvain Cote. Cote swept it along the boards by Kelly Miller. That works out just fine as Teppo Numanen will reload. 37 seconds in the period. Numanen to the corner. Cote for Bondra. Opened the blade of the stick beautifully there to get it back to center. Coyotes clear in. Down to 23 seconds left in the first frame. Housley. Long headman pass, spun Bondra around. Shane Doan will try his luck. 3-on-2 if they accelerate. Doan working in. Kravaska got back. No numbers advantage. Well done defensive play. 8-7 to go in the period. Janney with a steal. Keith Kachuk trying to blow by Cote. Rides him off to the corner. Kachuk, does he have time? No. Lines up on his tummy as the first period comes to its conclusion. Ole Kolzig with 9 stops in the opening period, and the Washington Capitals support him with a 2-goal roll. Chris Simon first, Michael Pivanka second, and the Caps a 2-0 leader on home ice after 1. Stay with us. Our first intermission is right around the corner on WB50. We'll get you back and take a look at highlights. We'll get you back, and Craig Locker will sit down with Mike Gartner. All that and more to come if you keep it right here.